Hello. Hopefully it's positioned correctly. Okay. Today, some more Hades. Excited. We got to Elysium. We even got to the boss, who is what? Who was it? It was a famous hero. I can't remember now. But Theseus? Either way, we got our butts kicked. I mean, it was actually kind of close, but couldn't quite get there. But we'll see how it goes now. So let's just jump on in. Okay, cool. Looks like we're good to go. Video, audio, mic. Alright, solid. Let's get in there. 11 escape attempts. Got some money. Oh, it didn't save after I grabbed this, I guess. Well, we'll grab it again.
That's one prophecy out of the way.
Prophecies, that's what they're called. Okay, I got a bunch of this to spend now. 376. I do want to get the Death Defiance, or the Stubborn Defiance, but it costs 600. I also want to reduce the time on this. I guess building up to this is maybe more important right now. Because this gets us, this is pretty huge per chamber. Like, jeez. Let's get our controls back in order. Okay, I think I already talked to everybody here. That was like the thing I did before I saved and quit. Oh, except for you.
Skelly, you mentioned the ancient bit of blood I found in Tartarus. Know what I'm supposed to do with this stuff?
Wouldn't know a thing about it. Definitely doesn't have anything to do with those infernal arms of yours, some of which appear to still be unavailable to you, as I understand.
Oh, maybe I have to unlock them all first. I see.
Unlock those first, then, huh?
Okay, well, we'll continue on. Oh, I can't use the shield this round. Oh, too bad.
This one. Malphon Twin Fists. Let's say we crack some skulls.
Okay,
Whoa, those are some paws.
we got Titan's Blood for all 4 of them. This is the only one we don't have. We got a diamond for only Spear, because it was the same one.
Excellent.
Oh, a new thing. Ah, the Feather Duster. Broken urns have a 3% chance to contain healing items. Oh, wow, just persistent healing. I mean, that seems pretty decent. Although 3% is pretty low, and it depends on how many, like, I'd have to break 33 urns on average to get a healing item, and I don't know how much it'll heal, but rooms tend to have a lot of urns. What do we got?
I think I need my bow.
Care for a warm-up with that?
Alright, you can just hold this for rapid attack. Wait. Other things you can't. The other things have charges. But you can also mash it. Although you don't... Okay, so if you mash fast enough, it does buffer it a lot, but yeah, if I can press 5 fast enough where it still only gives me 4, so it's not like an infinite buffer. Rising Cutter. Ooh, nice. Shoryuken.
Didn't hurt.
Nice. Alright, so that's just a free hit at the start, too. I mean, this is the kind of weapon I generally like. Pretty fast, and also, although, I mean, the range is a little bit small. I do kind of We'll see. Well, dashing upper. So, okay, so the special is just a single hit.
Sweet release. I'm alive.
It does combo into itself. Or it does combo into a regular upper. It also combos into that. Oh, I can end the combo with that. This is not very fast though, but okay. Because I can go 5 hits and an uppercut.
Back in one piece.
Yeah. And then this cancels into either one of them, right? Yeah. I mean, it cancels into the other things too. I can also do this. Alright, the dash attacks in general, just you can go into something else pretty quickly.
Let's see here.
This could be useful. I mean, 20 damage is way less, and especially with a weapon like this where I'm expecting to just be facing enemies to attack them, could be good. Maybe I should start upgrading this. This 20% is a lot less damage. Just like to have the whole time, and it'll presumably go up as we upgrade it. Start with money could be nice. This is nifty, but sketchy. This is good with the bow, not good with what we're using now, unless we're just gonna go cast.
Ah, you shot me. Again, boyo.
Well, gotta take something. Right now we have the collar, but it's fully upgraded, so I do like the collar. Like 50 extra HP to start is pretty nifty, but should just try to level some other stuff up. Maybe I'll take the bracer and start leveling it
Should
up.
help.
Alright, out we go. Back to the bottom once more.
I'm ready.
Nobody gets out of here, boy. Whether alive or dead. You think I jest?
Oh,
You think I haven't
Hades tried to leave too?
You failed. I won't. Hello there, Dionysus.
Poison time.
Sometimes I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head. I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
Oh, Dionysus. I mean, this stacks too. So with fists, the stacking things are really good, right? Because we hit 5 really fast. That is stacking less valuable, although it's slightly better damage. And the fog was kind of hard to use. The damage is nice, but then the big explosion is nice, but then although now it's a little bit better now that we have it constantly regenerating, because before part of the issue was it just stayed there for like 5 seconds and we couldn't pick it back up. But now it just regenerates, so we can just keep throwing them. Because the stun lock is nice, but I kind of feel like I gotta go for poison here. And we only have 1 nectar. Look at those poison fists. Nifty. Ow, come on.
Over there.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll get the health back. Oh,
Where to?
a boon or a hammer? Do I want knockback? Maybe not. Maybe I want to just take the hammer just to see what the upgrades look like on the fists. remember to end the combos with the... Although most stuff is dying before it gets there. Alright, while using your attacker special, you are sturdy. Ooh, no flinching. And take 30% less damage. That's not bad. I mean, we could just keep attacking. Whenever your special slays foes, restore 2% HP. That's kind of nifty, because we have to finish it with the special. Which I guess we can on big enemies, but gotta pay attention. Attack becomes a 3-hit sequence, each dealing 40 base damage. Well, we want the multiple hits right now for stacking poison. I just gotta make sure I finish with the specials. I assume that should count dashing special, I'd imagine. It's just anything with the Y button. Right now things are probably gonna die to the fists or poison, especially small stuff is just dying quickly. But I mean, I can end it with the special. It's not like it's that hard to. I can just like watch the health and time it. And this is another reliable way to get, is this a reliable way to gain healing? Well, sort of. Sturdy would be nice though, then we could just spam attacks and not worry about hitting. Although I don't want to get hit if I can avoid it anyway. Like the sturdy gives me less damage too. I'd be down to like 50% damage from the front. Let's take the healing.
Fix that.
Alright. Just gotta be paying attention. I mean, right now I don't need it. It's just when I get hit, it's gonna matter. Gained back 1. Didn't gain it there. Yeah, it's a little bit... I gotta be careful about it. Well, it's fine. We'll figure it out as we go. I'll get used to it. Ooh, a palm. Buff the poison instantly? Or get deflect. A deflect dash would be nice. Actually, I mean, deflect on the special could be nice too. It's like Min Min's... It's like Min Min's reflect in from arms. Well, especially in ultimate. I guess it reflects in well, it blocks in arms too, but in Smash it's an actual reflect, projectile reflect as well. It would make it easier to end with the. Just give me an extra way to end with the special. Or to just try to get in with the special. You know what? Oh, but the poison damage would be nice, probably. I don't know how much it would increase it. It might just increase base damage, too. I don't always know. We'll take this. It's better to have more boons before... Well, a few boons means we're more likely to get the ones we want, but... I gotta try to end this. See, I'm getting the health back. See, it's easier against the tiny enemies.
Stay dead.
Look at that, back to full health. Okay, so this is definitely an easy special to be killing with.
Your father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time. And Zeus refuses to explain.
Dang.
Something transpired between the two of them. Perhaps you know better than I.
Alright, deflect. Or just general reduce damage. I mean, the deflect, that was one of the ones we were hoping for, so. We'll take it. I'm like so much less worried about damage now because I can just gain back health by killing with the special every time. Yeah, it's like not even a worry.
One for the stash.
Alright, let's check this shop.
What's for sale?
No need for heals. Haven't been using the cast. I guess I should be throwing it out just for extra, because it debuffs and it does some damage and its range. But It's just I haven't really been needing it. But it is good to just throw it out. Since I keep getting it constantly. Don't want any of that. Any golden urns? Doesn't look like it.
Let's go, lads.
Ow.
No.
Died to the wall, she's not gonna die. Got one.
In the name of Hades.
Alright, we gotta start healing again. Gotta start focusing on the heal. Cast, failing shot can deflect. That could be nifty too. Holy Shield, last stand. I haven't really used this. It does make the cast do 102 damage. Well, probably 100 by default. Or probably like what? How much extra would the rare give me? I don't know. Holy Shield does damage when you get hit, and then you deflect. That's nice against like the projectile spam enemies and stuff. Or just like swarms. The cast deflecting is nifty, but like kind of feels like it's hard to use, but maybe I need to just get used to it. Because you have to like throw your cast at it or something. Maybe that's not that hard. Because it just goes straight towards the enemy if you throw it at them and then deflects anything that's coming at you. Is there something else I'd rather have on my cast? Maybe, but whatever. We'll go for it. Might as well try some stuff out, right? Alright, gotta try to heal here. Oh, it also does AoE damage.
Dead.
Oh, I need to kill this stuff. Oh, I need to be hitting. Just keep killing. Okay. I kept trying to kill with the special as much as possible. Oh, I gotta grab the thing first. Alright, what do we got? Restore up to 100 HP. That's tempting. Just gotta make sure I don't die during doing it. Yeah, let's go for it.
Why not?
Gain a full heal. I just gotta take it carefully.
Let's make this quick.
Oh boy. Where are you? What's left? What's left?
Deal with you later.
Okay, we're good.
That's that.
Let's gain our full heal. Boom. Free full heal. Shop or palm? I don't have enough money for the shop. So palm it is. Mother? Gotta remember to throw the casts out. Get them! Specials! Just spam the specials.
Power of Olympus.
Yes, more hangover damage. Like that. These don't matter as much, it's just damage increase.
Got some zest.
Passive, don't care. Or healing. Special damage is nifty, but don't want to spend the money on any of this stuff. Ooh, money. Double boon of the two we already have. I guess I take the double boon, right? Which one is scarier? I don't know what their effects are yet. So we'll just pick one.
It was a good decision, man.
Special inflicts hangover also. Take less damage while at 40% or below. I mean, that's also kind of nifty. But deal damage while 3 or more foes are hangover afflicted. Oh, I like that. Just any 3? Deal damage while 3 or more foes. So as long as I just poison a bunch of stuff, my damage goes up. Oh, that's kind of cool. I feel like I gotta take that. Because I'm not trying to, like, use the special to inflict hangover much anyway. That's cool. I gotta take that.
I understand you've made your choice, cousin. And I, in turn, now have my family's reputation.
Alright, we'll be friends in a minute. Just let me kill your chumps and we'll be friends. Jeez. I took a bunch of damage there. Alright, took a bunch of damage, so it goes.
I see no benefit to staying angry, cousin. I promised Nyx that I would help rather than hinder you.
Special is stronger and can deflect. Call makes you impervious and deflect all attacks. That's a nifty, I mean, well, that is kind of a nifty call. A lot of the calls generally make you invulnerable anyway. But deflecting is kind of nice. It means we can just use that to, like, when there's a bunch of stuff. Max gauge bonus 6 times duration, so it lasts 9 seconds. If we have 4 stocks, yeah, we'll take that. Only, wow, 90% damage reduction from traps is pretty cool. I never take this because I feel like I don't want to be hitting traps anyway, but I feel like I do hit them a lot, so I could definitely see some value in that, especially 90%. That's like, it means you can almost just ignore them. Okay, let's take a call. Let's just get used to using it when we see it. And make sure I use it. Alright, gotta aim for some heals now. Where possible. Give me my, like, 1 or 2 points of healing. Alright, Nectar it is. Oh, jeez. So far, so good. I mean, the call builds kind of slowly, so I haven't really been seeing it that much. Ooh. I do have enough for the 1 boon now. And then it's probably the boss after. I don't have enough for anything else, though. The extra health. Or the heal. But the alternative is just a palm. Well, palm is probably good too. Yep, there it is. Alright.
Delicious.
It's longer duration, higher damage on these things. I guess we take the failing shot and just try to make sure we're using it, because that is a lot of extra damage. This would be an extra, it's an extra quarter second each, and then an extra, what? 1.5 seconds then, if we have max gauge. Doesn't feel like it's as worth it. Like, I'm not going to be counting it that closely anyway. I was kind of hoping for more hangover damage, to be honest. But so it goes. Alright, here we go.
Nice to meet you.
What? Wait a second. Wait a second. You're not Meg? Have I just taken this? Is it just random? Have I just taken this long to get one of the Furies other than Meg? Or is it just like, or did I have to get to a certain point?
Hey, you must be one of Meg's sisters. Nice to finally meet you. My name is Agrius.
Or maybe, yeah, maybe I just have to do it
Not
enough
murderer,
times.
Definitely not.
Tisiphone, Tormentor of Murder.
Look, I've done some things that maybe aren't great, but I am very, very sure I haven't murdered anyone.
Okay, well, time to die to new attack patterns that I don't know. Ow. What's... What? Oh, I didn't dash out. I don't know what's happening. Called that out with the... Got it. Got it with the deflects, the calls. I was worried it wouldn't be enough, but it was enough. Alright. It came very close to dying there. But, made it. The call did it. Did what I needed it to do.
You wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't dare what?
I'm trespassing through your secret hole and going up.
I've already done it. I mean, this is fine. I've been making use of these. This I need. I wish I could have that not just as for 6 encounters, starting with the God Gauge a little bit higher, so I could actually use it in regular fights. Because even that time I got what, 3 uses? I didn't even get to a full bar. Assuming that it fills at the same rate no matter where it is, which I guess I don't really know. Just kind of assuming.
Be there soon, Bone Hydra.
Oh boy, I don't have the health. I'd be at 1 HP. I mean, maybe I would. Well, I would regain a few HP, but that seems like too dangerous. I don't have the health right now. If I was at full health, I'd probably go for it, or even like a little bit more. It's a little too sketchy right now, though.
Damn you!
I kill with the specials. God, the poison's killing him. That got one. Missing all the special kills. They keep dying to poison. My poison damage is too strong. Hermes or money? I guess I take Hermes now. I finally have enough money to go to a shop. Or to make a shop worth it. I mean, more money wouldn't be bad. Oh, geez, I'm barely on that.
Right.
Get him.
Come die again.
missed the special.
My reward.
Well, I feel like I'm not getting the special as much as I could be, but I'm also getting it sometimes, so that's fine.
So how come it took so long for him to show up in the first place? Well, I'm afraid that's not for you to know. But it's not because I was late. Not late for anything.
Yeah, you definitely arrived right when you needed to. After taking damage. Okay, that's the restore health. Greater haste, I mean 30% move speed, especially with the fists. After you dash, become sturdy and move double speed for half a second. Also very nice. Especially with the sturdy. 30% move speed is a lot of move speed though, but I am dashing a lot. I'm gonna take a dash.
Godspeed.
Okay, we take a shop now. We can buy a heart and other stuff. Buy a little bit of everything. Hey, Charon. Who have I given? Gave you one. Tiffany. Oh, Chaos. Alright, so these are all the Olympian gods, right? Right. Oh, there's still one. Okay, so there is only one left I haven't discovered, but there are still Olympic pantheon gods that I haven't. What? Who is there? I've said Apollo, Demeter. What else am I missing? There's like two. There's like a couple more, I think. Oh, Hera, obviously Hera. And Hephaestus, yeah, Hephaestus. Is there any more? There might be more, but either way, I guess we're not going to see all of them because there's only one more left on my list. Alright, those are just places. Oh, only one more weapon, I guess? That's good to know.
You must have a lot of stops around these
Hey, what's
parts,
up,
don't
man?
you, Charon, mate? Most of the dead are here in Asphodel, correct?
Oh, Charon.
I'll just have a look around.
The Zeus boon is nice.
I'll take it.
I see the Purple of the Underworld has found a means to reach you with my blessing, nephew. Such strange alliances we forge these days.
Indeed. Ooh, special lightning bolt. I wonder if that counts for killing with a special. After you take damage, your foe is struck by lightning. Oh, God gauge charges up faster when you deal or take damage. Oh, that's nifty. 10% gain. So I guess that's what causes it to gain normally. Deal or take damage in each encounter, yeah. Maybe I take the special though, because I'm always trying to end with the special, so it's just a bunch of 30 extra damage. I don't know if it would count for... What else would I want on my special, though? Like Doom or something, maybe? %10 faster. I still feel like I'm not going to get it in a fight. It would just be for bosses still. Although maybe I just am not noticing it. I think I'm probably getting 1 bar in each of these encounters. I'm just not noticing it. Which I guess makes sense. It's pretty strong. I could also just take this and get extra buff when I'm take damage. Because I already have... Oh no, I didn't. Did I not take it? What did I take from Athena? Oh, I took the call, right. Alright, whatever, we'll take it. I don't know if it's really the right choice, but so it goes.
And ashes of the river Phlegethon mean
Phlegethon.
nothing to the ferryman Charon, who travels all the waters of the underworld bearing the dead, the damned, and all their fineries.
I do enjoy dead people's fineries.
Yeah, we'll take the health.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
I had like exactly enough to buy the heal too. I had exactly the amount. I had a 325, was it? Or no. It's 150 plus 170. Was it 175? So it'd been 375? I don't know. Whatever.
Let's get
I
out
don't
of
need
here.
it. I don't need it. I'm fine.
Moving right along.
Oh, another boat. I see now. I can't watch to see if that's counted. Oh, I'm getting 2 for it now. Because it's, I'm getting 2. That's huge. Because it's 2% of health, but I guess it's rounding up, because right now it's at 1.5. Getting 2 for it is big. I mean, that's doubling the amount of healing I get off of them, off of the special kills. I wasn't sure if it. I guess that makes sense. It's exactly 1.5, so it would round up.
Perhaps we could go out and meet some mortals. I know all too many maidens or noble gentlemen who'd absolutely love to get to know you.
Get them. Crush shots. We'll replace phalanx shots. I haven't. Does do more damage. Dying Lament. When foes are slain, they damage nearby foes and inflict weak. The heart chamber rewards are worth more. I don't really want to be aiming for them too much anymore at this point, because although hitting more means I get more healing off of my special kills. Maybe they are worth it. Maybe I just start aiming for the heart chambers. I don't know, though. I kind of want to be able to hit boons and stuff, though. I guess I just take this. 78 damage. Explosion. That's a pretty hefty, just extra damage. In crowds. Although, not as helpful. I mean, weak is nice also. Percent more. So that means it'll be, instead of 25, it'll be well, it'll be an extra what, 8 damage. It was an extra like 7.5 damage, but it rounds up to 8 or health. I mean, so it'll be 33 each. It doesn't really get me into any new other breakpoints unless I get a lot of them for like the extra health, and that's mostly like on the healing. I mean, the 2%. So I guess I just take this. It's epic. Gotta take the epic, right? Higher value if everything's perfectly balanced. Although it depends on builds, of course, too. Oh, so much armor. Ow, come on. Come on. Walking into bombs. I'm gonna die. I'm just standing in the bombs. Stood in like every bomb possible.
Let's see here.
This is so not a good healing option. Sell.
Coin.
I feel like I haven't been hitting this as much as I wish I could. It's like hard to hit that many things with Hangover. Although, how long does this stuff last? 4 seconds, right? Yeah. So it's not, if I went around and hit stuff, it'd be fine, but it's like kind of, a lot of times I just want to be hitting one thing over and over. guess I still take darkness here. I'm trying to build up to stubborn defiance.
More slam dancers.
Poison killed again. I keep misjudging. Oh no! Living on the edge.
My authority.
That's right. My dash gives me sturdy and goes fast. I kind of forgot that I had that. Hermes shop. Oh, I don't have the first shop. Oh, a health. That's what we want. Although, what do I need to get another... Oh, just every 50 I get an extra point. Oh, free. Oh, because it's boss time. Oh, we're so dead. Alright, well. Nice knowing ya. Gotta watch my call. Make sure I use it.
Time to fulfill my father's wishes.
Fire. I got hit by that. Oh, there's no way. I'm dead. There's the death defy. One, gotta go for the round. The 5 heads. Gotta poison all like 3 of them if possible. Poison on a bunch of stuff. You're dead. Got 2 HP. 2 HP, yes. I have the call. I forgot about it, but I remembered it right when it mattered. Because I got a full, like, 9 seconds of invuln. Cool, it does a voice line, too. Nifty. Alright, we made it. Used our Death Defiance. Don't have enough to rebuy a new one. But, I mean, we made it.
They're already expecting you up in Elysium.
Cool. Glad they believed I would make it.
Can wash away my boons.
It's fine. Next boon you find has upgraded rarity. That's nifty. It's 70. It's expensive. It's just to upgrade the rarity of the next boon we find. Am I gonna have enough for the next shop? I gotta try to get money. You know what? Sure.
Next region.
Gotta spend the money eventually. Elysium.
Much nicer.
The enshrouded river of forgetfulness,
Lethe.
Lethe, flows through the hallowed chambers of Elysium.
I see. That's where we
numbing
are.
Old pains and memories of the most noble shades
Or rather,
residing there.
that's what this area is about. It's forgetfulness.
I'll
Well,
have to give them new pains to recall.
yeah. This is for, like, I guess the heroes and stuff. Hammer? This would get me 1 more point on the heal. Hammer seems hard to turn down here, though. I will take the hammer. We're still gaining 2 on the healing, at least. Ow. Oh, the lightning bolt doesn't count. That counts, though. Let's get to these. Ow. I don't know why I thought I wasn't going to get hit by that.
Styles for the twin
Your
fists.
dash upper deals 100% damage in an area, or plus double damage in an area. Plus 5 base damage for each consecutive hit to a foe. That's pretty nifty. So the alternative is this, and I just dash. Then I would be dashing with the dash upper instead of with the. Right now I'm just using the regular attack to dash in for an extra poison stack, but plus 5 damage for each consecutive hit. So on a 5-hit combo, that's an extra, what, 30, 60, 85 damage? Right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, plus 15, 65 damage. No, 75. That makes sense. 15 times 5, duh, 75. So that's an extra 65 damage on a base hit combo. Maybe I use this and just start dashing in with this. Double damage and in an area. What's the one I currently have on my weapon? Oh, it does not show here. I took the one that makes me sturdy when I'm hitting, right? Or did I take... No, what did I take? I already can't remember. Is there? Well. Do I have something on my special already? Because I'm realizing now, if I could hit poison on a bunch of stuff at once, that could also help with the poison stacks. Whatever, just take this.
Daedalus power.
You know, I guess the extra speed on the dash doesn't matter as much when I'm in combat, because I'm swinging out of the dash instead of running. Right, another boon, a rare Athena boon, or money. I guess we take money, actually, this time, because we do need a little bit more money, and also I don't know that that's the one that I want to have, that I need to have rare. Die! Oh my goodness. Still not getting the special credit. Die. I'm killing stuff too quick with the fists. Jeez, 3 HP. Not looking good. Is looking very dangerous. Oh, I guess I should take the health. Yeah, I should take the health. The palm I don't necessarily need right now. I'm so dead. There's no way. Have to play it perfectly. I can't get the healing. I'm killing two fists with the fists. Too quick with the fists, I mean. That's the lightning is killing and doesn't count. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh, I got hit. Oh, right as I gained some health. Okay, that run's dead. So it goes. I could feel that run was about to die.
Showed that stupid Hydra at least.
True. Alright, back here. Again. As always.
Looks like you just got pounded down by an exalted great shield, huh? Did you try attacking while their guard was down, or did they just not let down their guard at any point? Oh.
Thanks, Hypnus. Yeah.
Again.
Achilles, have you ever run across the Shade of Daedalus in all your time? I found some of his legendary hammers out there, but no sign of him.
I've never met him, no. Your father keeps him fully occupied with building out his underworld and renovating constantly. No wonder some of his old crafting tools are strewn about. I take it you've been able to make use of them?
Indeed,
Yep.
I have.
Dog, hey dog.
Cerberus goes about his business. Gnawing, in this case.
Good dog. Hey, Dad.
So how did it go? How did you die ignobly this time?
Yeah, it was
pray
pretty
tell?
ignoble.
Cerberus and I can't wait
Just
to
got
hear the
smacked
tale.
too much by random chumps.
In that case, I'll spare you the details.
Fine. Your failure is quite easily imagined. How often it recurs.
It's true.
Almost as though my realm is built to keep you here. You and every single soul that's ever lived. But by all means, continue struggling.
Okay, thanks, I will. Renovate, good times. Alright, we have some gems. Oh, 20% more healing. See, I want to take this just so I can start looking through it. But it feels like I gotta take these things first. Let's take this. We're not getting to Elysium that
I'd
often.
like it if you did this job for me. Is that all right?
What are you prattling about now?
It's awfully quiet here, you know, when you're out and about. Makes me a bit self-conscious, truth be told. seeing as ostensibly I'm the musician of this court.
Indeed, Orpheus.
Look, if you decide to start strumming on that lyre again, I'm sure nobody here is going to mind. Though you take care, okay?
If you insist, my friend.
Dang.
Hey, welcome.
Alright, hello. Oh, hey Dusa.
And after that, Dusa, you are to clean the rafters once again and prune the gardens thoroughly.
Just got Dusa
By then
running
it should be time
in
to
circles,
tend the
cleaning
kitchens
forever.
And sweep the lounging area a second time.
Yes, right away.
Thanks, Dusa.
Poor Dusa.
Indeed. Alright, up to 400 darkness. This is
Just a list of mine and
freeze
prophecies.
all the various stuff, right? Yeah, all the upgrades for each of the weapons. Getting the duo boon for every pair. Man, there's a lot. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 28, which does indeed suggest what? How many? It would be 8 gods, 8 times 7 over 2, right? 4 times 7. 8 choose 2, that it, right? 8 choose 2. Yeah. So, right. 8 times, yeah, 8 choose 2, 28. So there are 8 of them. Met almost everybody here. Is there no escape? Oh, I gotta actually escape to get that. I wonder how it continues after you escape, how the game continues. It keeps sending you back anyway. I wonder what the story will be when that happens. Because it does feel like I'm going to do it before I, like, get everything, obviously. Although, who knows? Maybe I won't. Wait, have I... Alright. Oh, I have to get all of Athena's boons? That's the only one? It's not one for every other god? I feel maybe there is eventually. It's just I have to do them in order or something. Proud Bearing, Blinding Flash, Brilliant Riposte. Oh, I actually have to take Brilliant Footing, though, at some point to get that. I guess I should take it eventually. Fair enough. No, definitely not going to have enough keys for the next weapon.
Hey, look at that.
Back there, boyo.
Final weapon.
This needs more keys to open.
6 more keys. Oh, none of them have the curse, the darkness buff. I guess I'll take... Well, we've gotten through level 2 with the spear and the fists. Maybe I need to switch... I should take something else. Try to get the diamond with it.
Boyo, next time you make it to the big VIP area upstairs, you watch out for those weapon-wielding gents out there. The eyeball soul thing that pops out when you beat them, you gotta squash those too, or else they'll grab their gear and come right back.
Crush the souls of Elysium's exalted shades to stop them from regenerating over and over. I'll definitely do that next time I'm there.
Gotta remember to use that. Yeah, sword is very straightforward. Okay. It's got so much more knockback. Yeah, the fists actually like don't do any knockback, it feels like. Alright, I'll do another sword run, try to get the diamond with it.
Time to go.
Alright, what boon are we gonna get here? A hammer to start. Cursed Slash. Attack restores 2 HP per hit. Oh, we've taken this one. Oh, I could see which one I've taken by checking this. Duh. Oh, no, I have to check the prophecies. That's how I could have checked which one I got. Well, whatever. Oh, bonus damage equal to 5% your current money. That's tempting, too. Just start hoarding money. Healing could be nice. I didn't change my trinket, so oh well. We're gonna have to... Well, we plan to be getting hit from the front on this anyway, so I guess it's okay. 60% less HP. That's a lot less. That puts me at what for now? 20 HP? Because we're at 50 to start. That's very low. That lets me die to like 2 hits. Or at least later it does. Right now things are only doing what, like 3 or 4? Still. We restore 2 per hit. Has a lot of healing. Can I build around? Which one is easier to build around? I mean, this just having this at the start is really nice because it means I just buy or get as much money as I can. 5% though. For every 100 we do an extra 5 damage. That's not that much. Although we can get up to, if we don't spend it, we can get up to maybe like 500 or so. Pretty, and if we aim for it, actually, we'll get pretty high. And that would be an extra 25. If I get 1,000, there's an extra 50 damage. That is a lot of damage if I can get that high. Can I build around this though? Getting this early is also probably better too because. Well, on the other hand, if I had had a lot of health to begin with, then this would be... Oh, but maybe it would be... Actually, maybe this is the best time to get it, because it only goes down 30 HP, whereas later it would be more. And so right now, if I just get 1 Centaur Heart, that puts me basically back at the starting health. You know what? And if I can build around it a little bit, that'll help too, with other boons.
Good as new.
Alright, well.
You're nothing.
Alright, let's just try to get some health back now, and then we'll be golden.
More numbskulls?
I can end with the combo on this too. Oh, but that 3rd hit knocks back, that's right. Money. If only we had the money buff. Ow. Dang, that's a lot of healing though. So we're back to full health instantly. As long as we don't die too quickly, it's actually, we're not too afraid.
Fuck, won't miss a couple coins.
Alright. I mean, alright. Get some key, get another key. That's good. Nova Blast, good AoE. I gotta remember that. I have been better about using it now that I'm used to like the mechanics a little bit more. I'm definitely getting better at like thinking about it. Mirrodon Bracer, rank up. What's it do now? Or how much is it? 25%. Nice. So rank 3 is probably 30, I guess. Ooh, Zappy Zap. We do like a good Zappy Zap. Maybe I should just give Zeus my boon. I do really like the Zap. The Nectar, I mean. Die. Who else am I going to be giving this nectar to? I gotta start giving nectar away to people for the stuff. And the only other people are Olympian gods and then the randos, the NPCs, Chaos, or all the in-dungeon NPCs anyway. Sisyphus, Eurydice. Yeah. Asterius. Oh, I can't give him, I guess, because we just fight him, yeah. Alright, here we go. Let's just give it to Zeus. We gotta start giving it to these people eventually.
Lord Zeus, Uncle, please accept this offering and all my gratitude.
Goodness, nephew, that's an offering indeed. I'm thankful for your piety to me. And as a show
Besides, I guess it's good to get on the good side of Zeus, the king, or the head god of Olympus, to start with.
My thanks, Lord Uncle Zeus.
Alright, let's see. Oh, I can't look at it here, but we got a new trinket for it, as expected. Alright, now we accept this.
My brother Hades always was a lonesome man, you know. I pitied him, but I could never quite extract him from his thorny shell. Now he stews resentfully down there. You needn't bear the brunt of his frustrations.
Like, Lightning strike, electric shot. I do like the electric shot. Yeah, we'll take it, sure. I do love me the electric shot. Just so good for dealing with the chumps.
Got to use the fountain to get out of here.
Even though I'm full health.
Door locks connected to a fountain.
I guess they tell you that when you enter with full health. Normally, it's not an issue because you would grab it. You would want it regardless, but in here it actually can matter. Ooh, Centaur Heart. Just what we needed. We don't have enough money for the shop anyway. Blowing him up.
Central strength.
Oh, it only gives me an extra 10 health? Oh, it changes the amount you get from the Centaur Hearts too. Okay, you know, that makes sense. So it's the same. Because I would have been at 75 and it reduces me by 60%, right? Because we gain 10 out of 25, which is also 40% of what we normally would have gained. Okay, you know, that's fair. Let's go get some Doom going. Ow. The Moderato Bracer makes me only take one from each of those, which is nice. And we regain it all, like, instantly just by stabbing stuff. See, we're taking so much damage, but actually the cursed blade is just making it so it's like I'm taking no damage at all. Alright, look at that. Took 3 damage. Overall, I'm pretty sure I took actually like over 50. I took like 100 damage. I took so much damage from the beams and stuff. Yeah, here we are.
You traveled rather far down there since last we met, my kin. And that means you have dealt incalculable death. I must commend you thus.
Thanks, Ares. Special inflicts doom. Oh, 100 doom. That's a good... That gives us even more reason to end it there. Blade Rift where you started is nifty. I'm taking this curse. 100 doom damage on the special. Just gotta make sure we end with it. Because doom only triggers every so often anyway, so it's good better than having it on the attack, which hits multiple times. Having it on the special is actually kind of nice. We just hit with the special, does a big chunk of damage, and it hits everything around us. So everything just gets doomed and dies.
You're out well past your curfew, boy.
Thanks, Dad. Alright, let's go.
Caught me.
Look at this big doom. Man, this healing is so strong. I'm just like able to play without fear of damage. Oh man, I didn't get enough hits in at the end to regain all my health.
Finally.
Oh well. I've taken so much damage this run. I've just stopped worrying about it. I'm just running into stuff. The Myrmidon Bracer's helping too, because I'm just like running face first at a lot of stuff. Alright, let's go. Nectar. Check the shop. Heal, don't need it. Don't need them. Oh, okay. What do we want? Weak or a palm? Oof. So this would increase the doom damage, which would be nice, or the cast damage, which also would be nice. Or I take this, which will give me on the dash or on the special or on the normal. Or it could be something else, I guess, as well. I guess I take the boon here. Right now, I think a boon is more valuable than upgrading the although palms are nice, but...
More witches.
Oh boy, this is a sketchy room. So far, so good. Just keep swinging. Just face tank and swing. Jeez. It was almost sketchy there. Those balls do a lot of damage, even to the face. Here we are.
Lord Zeus has made acquaintances with you? Oh, I sometimes forget that he's your uncle. His favor's well worth having.
That's true. Aphrodite is one of the only... Well, I think she is related in most mythology. But like all the other, like a lot of the other ones are very clearly siblings or children. Aphrodite, can't remember. She came from the sea, but was she born of? She was born of something, but I can't remember. Okay, more AoE, 70% more damage on the attack. I mean, that's just a big attack boost, which is nice, and also deals weak. 70% bonus on the attack damage is just nice. Dealing weak is also a bonus. Means I can just keep face tanking, I guess. Yeah, maybe I take that. Alright, 10 more HP, I guess. That's also fine. If I can get back up to like 50 HP, I'm probably pretty good. Yeah, these chumps are weak. My just combo, just 3-hit combo kills them. Like, no other things necessary, especially now with the buff also.
Better.
Palm or a shop? Oh, I'm a little low on the shop to be able to get everything. Maybe that's fine. Maybe I just take the boon. Or I take the palm now. While it's still... Well, I can still basically fully control what it hits. Also full health.
Strength.
Do I want the doom or the cast? I guess the cast hits more often. It hits more total. Like, it's if it hits 2 things, that's already more damage on the overall. And we get it more well, we're not getting it that often. We can hit the special pretty often, actually, compared to the cast. And this hits a lot of stuff, actually, if we were AoE. So maybe this is better, actually. Or just buff our damage another 20%. You know, I could see that being worth it, too. We are hitting a lot with the normal attack. But you know what? Buff the doom. Although it's not going to help here, because the Fury is just going to be a 1v1 fight. But it helps when we get to the crowds again.
Hi there.
3rd Fury. Okay, so I guess we just had to get to a certain point to fight them all.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. Really.
You must be one of Megaros' lovely sisters. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Waiting for what, exactly?
So sick of...
Tormentor of
doing
Passions.
my regular job, uninterrupted. Not having to clean up Meg's messes.
I get the feeling we're starting off on the wrong foot.
We beat up Meg too many times, I guess.
Always wanted to kill a god. You'll have to do.
I should just space tank it. She has a rage meter. Ow. Just space tanking. Come on. Come on. No problem. Man, this healing is busted. I've taken so much damage. I'm just like not even trying to dodge. I'm just straight up just taking it and healing it back. I'm like not even bothering to try and dodge. I mean, these kinds of games, healing is very strong, and I kind of knew that to be the case, but dang.
Here's to a pleasant voyage up in Asphodel.
We'll take the empty healing. Yeah, gonna keep all of those. Don't need any of that. Save our money for a big shop.
Up we go.
Okay. Fire time.
The Asphodel Meadows.
Some meadows.
Just a few rides across the Phlegathon and up we go.
Oh, Hermes. Gonna start off with a Hermes boon. Wonder what we'll get. I was gonna, well, I don't know. I was trying to think about what that could be, but bye-bye. Yeah, actually, so especially because I'm actually giving them things weak now with the normal attacks, it's even more reason to just like stay in their face and just keep spamming attacks and not even bothering to dodge.
Not good.
Wow, I took a lot of damage there. I don't even know what hit me, but I took like 25 damage at once. But I guess whatever is fine.
Keeps me awful busy, cuz. Ares, nothing like a good old war amongst the mortals to create demand for lots and lots of messages to go around.
Whenever you're hit, you have a 10% chance to dodge automatically. That's pretty huge. Do I have anything that cares about getting hit? No, I just want to be able to dodge when I can. Just 10% chance. Move speed's nice, always, but not as important at the moment. Just a 10% dodge chance. Just 10% you don't get hit. I mean, especially since I'm just... The thing is, I'm sort of doing okay on just, like, taking damage constantly anyway, right? I'm not getting over-damaged, but this just makes me basically take, on average, 10% less damage because I am just taking damage, right? I'm not trying to dodge it. So this effectively is just, like, an average of 10% less damage over time, over the period of getting hit. It'd be nice if it could dodge the big hits, but can't count on that. How much do I need the move speed? Not much, right? I'm just kind of hitting things one at a time. Seems like the best option.
Moving right along.
Just for later when this stuff starts doing more damage, it'll be even more helpful. Another, probably boon, right? Rather than palm. Thing is, Doom only triggers so often, so it doesn't matter too much. We have the special Doom, which is probably where we want it. But other boons could be helpful too. I think Ares just has attack boons as well.
Oh, good.
I wonder if it does. Well...
Artemis calling.
All right, take another Ares boom. Call. 5-second duration. That one lasts long, actually. Oh no, that's max gauge. By default, it's 1.2. Dash creates a blade rift where you started. That is maybe nifty now. Doomed effects deal more damage but take an additional 0.5 seconds to activate. That also could be nice. Currently, our Doom is 140, so an extra 60% is an extra 84 damage. So it'd be 224. It's an extra 84 damage. That's a big damage buff on the Doom. An extra half second doesn't really matter because we're not hitting it enough. We're only hitting it on the special, which I'm not spamming. I'm just using that at the end of combos anyway. Or when I see a big crowd. The dash could be nifty, but I guess not a big deal. Because we're not like dashing other than when we're just approaching stuff mostly. Like I'm not dashing around by enemies much. You know what? Let's just buff our Doom.
Killer will be killed.
Alright, key. Probably take the key. What's the other one? Darkness? Yeah, we're taking the key. Because we need to unlock that last weapon.
Gorgons.
Bye-bye. You're dead. Man, that's such a... The Doom is so huge. Things just blow up now. Having it on the AoE special is the way to go. Zeus or Artemis? Oh, Artemis gives us crits, which could be nice. Zeus, what is Zeus going to give us now? We have the cast, which is what we care about. What else could be? Dash, don't care about that. The other things are like increase the call time, which we don't care about. Maybe I actually do take Artemis and hope I get something useful with crits. What does the dash do? The dash shoots an arrow, right? Yeah, I like Zeus's cast, but actually I don't. And the chain lightning is also nice, but we have the cast and the attack filled already. Chain lightning is actually maybe not as. I gotta be careful not to get petrified. Because it stuffs my healing because I can't keep attacking. This is rough. Come on. Okay. So annoying. Petrify is so annoying. Gotta be hitting with the Doom for the big beefy damage. Ow. Oh boy. Now we're fine. Okay, well that was a little bit close for comfort. But we're back up to where we need to be.
Next time.
Those wretched things harassing you throughout that underworld just won't give up, will they? Well, just keep killing them, I guess.
Thanks for the advice, Artemis. Dash strike deals more damage. I like that. I've been using that. This call fires a seeking arrow. Any damage you deal has a chance to be critical. Does that include? Man. It's gotta, right? It says any damage. It doesn't say like any. Right? Any. If that's gotta include the doom damage, right? Imagine the doom damage doing what? 673 or something, 672, whatever it is. Well, it has to be 2. Otherwise it's not divisible. But no, 673. It is 3. Wait, how much am I? 6? Doesn't matter. It'd be doing like yeah, 672. That's what it would be. Duh. Times 3 because it's 24. Yeah, 24. Man, that'd be a huge thing. The call is nifty, but I think not necessarily as helpful. It's just a damage, just one hit. Dash strike dealing extra damage, just straight up dealing extra damage is nice. I am using that a lot to lead in, but it's only the first hit that I'm using it in. I'm not using it much after. Although the knockback means I do dash strike after. And it's not that much damage. I mean, maybe we just take pressure points and just try to hit crits. It's not going to hit Doom often, though. 3% means 1 out of 33 Doom hits, which is, we're not getting that many. It's not like, it might be like 1 an encounter or 1 every other encounter. But when it hits, and against bosses, it has a higher chance to, well, it's more likely because we get more of them in. But the more important part is that the regular attack hits also get buffed. %3 of the time. This is just a flat 60% buff on every dash strike I do, though. It would take how many dash strikes? What, 3.5 of them to get 3.5 crits, or 3.5 of them to equal a crit dash strike. Well, equal the extra damage from a crit. We obviously get more damage in because we also are hitting normally. But the extra damage from a crit is 200%. This is 60. So we're still, if we're dash striking 3.5 times for, so 1 in 10 hits are a dash strike, then this is worth it, or more likely to get us damage than the critical from this. Other than the fact that Doom, cast as well, but still, that's also very low frequency. Okay, this is probably the better option then. Just gets us more upfront damage, and if I'm chasing things down, I'm getting dash strikes anyway.
On the prowl.
Oh, look, it's all green while you're dashing. That's so cool. Alright, here we go. Let's go for some dash strikes.
Spreaders.
What, is this a chaos?
You want to die again?
Get over here.
You had it coming. Colorful.
Alright, Chaos Portal. Now we take it. 25. We heal that up instantly. We gotta take this, right? I wonder if I give him the nectar too, just to say I've done it. I guess so.
Master Chaos, everyone makes offerings to my relatives upon Olympus. I wish to make an offering to you.
Just to see what it does.
Thank you for everything.
Of you to make attempts to tempt me with material things.
Chaos is so weird. It's so spooky. Cosmic egg. Cosmic egg. So cosmic.
It is quite difficult even for me to sense your presence at times. The Olympians catch their glimpses now and then, but you are always in a shroud. Thus is the influence of Nyx.
Okay. Cannot earn money. 34% to undamaged foes. Cast plus 37 damage. Extra foes probably mostly doesn't matter because we just keep hitting stuff. Take extra damage from its traps, and afterwards we just deal straight up 40% extra damage on our attack. This is probably the one we want. Our attack is what we're sort of getting the bulk of our damage out of right now, because we're using it to heal. Cast is nice, because it does do a lot of damage already, and it's chaining. Okay, we'll take this. Just gotta really be careful about traps. Gotta really be careful about traps. Take the shop. Oh, there'll be no traps if it's going into the boss anyway, right? Are we going boss? We are. I wonder if that counts. Well, there are traps. Are there traps? I don't know.
Should come in useful.
I think for many of us, dearest, it can come as a surprise to learn that love and war often go hand in hand. Opposite forces, yet this connects them, doesn't it? The fiercest passions of gods and mortals.
Well, it's because we have Ares, I guess.
Ares?
Is there gonna be a duel boost? Oh! What the? He's actually talking!
Many of them would gladly kill for it. A surge of emotion which they feel. One passion is no different from another, Lady Aphrodite, dear.
There it is! Oh man, what do we have hitting weak? Our normal attack inflicts weak, right? That's huge! Wait. Because our normal attack inflicts weak anyway. And our doom effects are dealing extra damage. Which doom effect does it do, though? I don't understand how it calculates how much doom damage to do. I mean, and this we don't care about that much, this we don't care about that much. I mean, this could be okay, this could be okay, but we gotta take it.
Teamwork.
I have to take the palm as well. Heartbreaks. Okay. Extra damage. This is nifty, but probably not that relevant. We're not really using it that much. It's just nice to throw out periodically. It's 10% extra damage for whatever, but this is just 20% extra damage on all attacks, not just the dash strike. It's obvious. It's gotta be this. Hey, Charon.
Hey, Charon, I'm in Asphodel now, aren't I? I'd always heard this was some flower-covered meadow-type place, not such a terrifying hellscape.
Huh. I wonder why.
Couldn't agree more, mate.
Do I need this heal against the... I think I'm gonna heal back up to full just in the fight, right? I'm not really half HP is a little bit scary, but I should be able to... It's only 8 hits for me to be back to full without getting hit. Although it is only one enemy. Okay, it should be okay. Should be okay. We got some hits in for free at the beginning.
Bone Hydra, you look different.
Uh-oh. You look different.
Damn you.
I see. I have to still have to trigger the doom too. It doesn't just happen automatically for blue. Okay, that's fine. It means we don't have to reapply doom though. That's huge. That's still huge. I just was like trying to check it. I was like, why is it not triggering doom? But I understand now. I need to not. I only need to trigger the doom once as long as it stays weakened. Like, look at this. Just keeps the doom on them the whole time. Alright, that's fine, it's fine. Now it's the multiple heads, let's go. Honestly, this is how I should be doing. I should be going up to each one and dooming them and then keeping them weakened because then they'll just die. Oh boy. Alright, we're fine. Just keep face tanking. Let's go. She keeps taking, whenever he takes damage, he's like commenting on it, but because though I'm like low health. Because I've taken so much damage in this fight. It don't even matter. Oh jeez, that was a lot. No problem. Was never even close. It actually was not that close. I mean, I did get low at one point.
More heads you'd like chopped off? No?
But not too much. Not so much to be super concerned. And this build's pretty legit.
Off to taint Elysium again?
Yep, you know it. Do I want to switch? The Myrmidon Bracer is actually pretty solid right now. Oh, I can check what these do, though. Enter Chaos Gates without losing health. Ah. Blessings from Chaos have a 20% chance to be rare or better. Okay, so this is just going to make Zeus boons rare or better. The next boon you find will be from Zeus. So you always start with a Zeus boon when you have this equipped. Or if you switch to it, you get one for sure. And it makes them rare. Okay, makes sense. So all these other ones are going to do that too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know who this is then.
Should I take the tray?
I want all those. Don't need any of that. Wait, is there anything on it? This could be worth it. I don't really have much to spend my money on. Oh, that did count as a fight also for the trap damage fight. I still gotta be careful not to hit traps, and then I'll just have an attack buff. I will take this. Might as well. We gotta spend the money somewhere, and I mean we have enough that we should be okay for the next shot. Hopefully. Although it depends on if we find more money along the way, which is not guaranteed. I think we have a decent shot at Elysium here, because as far as I recall,
Dead must have it pretty good up here.
the Elysium boss, we took a lot of damage because we had like, I mean, we had a lot of health, but I was able to get a lot of hits in. It was just the issue was getting through. Ooh, Hermes or money. I don't know what all the Hermes boons are. I do kind of think maybe I do need to get that buff just so I can check boons. In theory, I would memorize them all over time and it would be a non-issue, but in practice, it's nice to have a reference. What could it give me? Move speed would be nice. We already have greater evasion. Attack speed maybe could be nice. Yeah. Free boon. They do a lot of damage, but we heal a lot as well.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, jeez. Alright, we're fine. Just keep swinging. We're back to full.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Wasn't even worried. After taking damage, okay. Special is faster. That's nifty. Auto reload is nifty. Maybe not as important. Although, it's not like we're spamming special. Especially now that we have the duo. We just want to hit it once. We don't need to be spamming it. Maybe this just to restore a little bit of extra health. Although we don't really need that. I guess it's the auto reload and I just gotta try to use it a little bit more. Although this does let me keep my health up a little bit more as well. I gotta remember to go in for dash strikes as well, because those have buffed damage. I guess I just gotta be using the cast more. It is a lot of damage left on the table if I'm not throwing it out constantly. I'm mostly not concerned about my health, as long as I don't get too low. But that just comes down to burst, although this does alleviate a little bit of burst damage. I mean, it doesn't fully alleviate the burst damage, but it means I instantly get health back instead of having to hit stuff. But I'm not really going to be I'm not trying to dash out of hits, so. Money or a palm? Now I could see taking the money, because there's lots of things that this could hit, which a lot of them maybe I don't care about for the palm. Although, buffing like my cast could be good now that I'm going to be trying to use it faster. Alright, we'll take the palm. Money is always just such a... feels like something I don't care about. Man, 224 damage every few seconds on things that are weak. I gotta remember, only use the special one time. Oh, but the continuous ones only do... I understand how it's doing it now, because that was why we had to trigger the Doom once, because then it's whichever Doom you trigger keeps triggering, and it's at 50% damage. Yeah, 112. Alright, so it's not quite as strong as triggering it over and over by myself, but it means I don't have to manually trigger it myself on everything. I'm trying to throw the cast out.
What do we have here?
What did I just... What was that? It was so green.
Power of Olympus.
Oh, bigger Doom damage. Okay, this is 28 damage on the Doom. We also are getting 60% Doom buff. So that's 28. That's an extra... What? 100... Or 12... Wait, we're getting extra 60%, right? Yeah, so that's... 68... Or, sorry, 28 times 0.6 is... like... 17 damage. So it's extra 17 on top of that. And then an extra 8 or so every... 8 or 9 every time it's triggered by the duo. This is just bigger damage. Oh, man. Oh, wait. This doesn't increase the time. This is just an extra 20%. So right now we're at 40. Or we're at 224, right? This would take it to 1.8 times. So 8 times that. Or 0.8 times 140. 112. What, is that right? 0.8? Why am I 28 times 4? Yeah. 80, 30, 32. Yeah, 112. So 250. Oh man, I have to do the numbers. Because this is the only Doom effect we're getting right now. Is the special. So which one do I want to upgrade, right? If I'm going to upgrade one of those. 0.8, so 2... Oh my goodness, my brain. I'm trying to do it all in my head. What did I say? Plus an extra 112, so 230... 252. Then 168 times 0.6. Oh, I actually have to do it. Okay. That's 6. I guess you know what? I'll just do it on a calculator. Why I don't need to do it in my head. Mathematicians don't do arithmetic in their head. They just do it on a calculator. These are the facts. These are the... Whoops. That's not the right app. Wait. 8. 134.4. 134. Yep. Oh, wait, no, it's not going to be 160. It's 140. What am I talking about? Oh, that's... Oh, never mind. That's not that hard to do, but whatever. 112. So that would be... Oh, plus 112. No, 0.6. Oh, no, it is 0.6. Wait. Oh, my goodness. 168 times 1.6. 270. Or 269 damage. Okay. That's 269 versus... $252. Oh, this is actually better. Taking this. Make sure that the number there is right. 168 times. This would be times 1.6. That's 269. This would be 140 times 1.8. 252. Which I had calculated. I calculated that one earlier. That's correct. Okay, so upgrading this is better, assuming that I don't ever get any more Doom, which I won't. And alternatively, I could just upgrade the cast. No, it's got to be this, though, then. Because this is also just triggering extra times. Alright, cool. Watch the numbers be incorrect when I get in there and actually start hitting. 244. Oh, not enough for everything at the shop. I think I take the boon again. And just try to take the shop right before the boss. See what Artemis gives us. Oh, I'm also just getting upgraded damage right now. 269, yeah, as expected. Cool, no problem. Call, okay, it's the call, support fire. After you cast or hit with an attack or special, after you do anything, it just fires an arrow. That's a good one. Foes take damage when your bloodstone is dislodged. 120 damage. It's hard to aim that though, because we're just throwing that and it's just ending up on whoever. This seems strong. It's just an extra 12 damage on every. Well, okay, it's only 12 damage on every hit. It's just 12 damage per hit, basically. So actually, it's not that much. It's not as much as like Doom and stuff. On the other hand, this is what, extra 120 damage on something when it dies, but the things are dying if they have the cast in them a lot of the time before it dislodges, and we can't aim it. Maybe we take the call. It's just a big damage. It's just a bunch of damage when we have it. It's not an invuln, which I guess is fine, but it's just we just throw it out whenever we see it. If we can get to max, that's ideal, because then it just does 10 arrows, and then three or so of them will crit. So that would be like 1,000 damage from those, and then an extra set, like 800 almost damage, 700-ish, well, almost 800. So that's like 1750 damage or something total on average with if we have max gauge. It's a lot of damage. Hit with an attack. I assume it's just one per attack, not for enemy we hit. It's just an extra 12 damage per hit. That's actually not that much now that I think about it. So maybe the call is the way to go, just for extra damage. Check. What is, there's like one more button that I haven't used. No, I guess not. Open codex. Call. Oh, summon. Yeah, I still don't have that. Huh. What other call would I want? An invuln one, I guess, maybe? To panic with? And it would give me, if actually an invuln one would be nice, because I can just keep swinging while I'm invulned and healing back up. I don't know what other calls there are, though. This doesn't feel as helpful. I guess this is just random extra damage that we're getting constantly. It's just not that much. Especially compared to the damage numbers we're hitting with everything else right now. I mean, the Doom is like our huge damage. Doom and plus the duo effect with weaken. Do I want to risk trying to get a better call though? Trying to wait for a better call. I guess I do have a lot of I technically could just be chucking casts and just not looking where they end up, and sometimes it'll do a bunch of extra damage. Maybe that's the way to go. I just need to make sure I keep using it, which is the thing I've been saying anyway, because we have reduced cast time. Yeah. It's an extra one on at like if the thing with it dislodged is not dying before it dislodges, it's an extra 120 damage every 4 seconds or 3.67 seconds. Which can we hit 10 hits in 3.67 seconds? Because that's how much damage this is doing. How many hits are we getting in 3.67 seconds? I don't think we're getting like 2 hits per second or so, 2 to 3 hits per second. So it actually would be comparable if it's 3. If it's 2, it's less. It's hard to estimate the DPS. Like the fists would definitely be more, right? Like if I had fists, this would be like, you know, an extra 50 DPS, 48 DPS or so. Not exactly though. There is the pause between them. Ah, forget it. We're just taking this.
The hunt is on.
I'm over. It's too much thinking. It's time to just take action. There's no more Zeus that we care about, really, I don't think. I think we want the Doom. We want Ares more.
A challenger.
Ah, it's you again.
You have met the champion, the king. Let us see if you are fit to face him once again.
Okay. Well, the dislodge would be nice here.
Both of you together, which doesn't seem particularly fair.
Life isn't particularly fair,
Got him.
short one, nor death. I'd have expected you to know as much. But here, have your fair fight.
Okay. Alright, he's just gonna take constant Doom now. Look at it. I just mash, right? I don't even care. It's a little bit scary, but mostly it's fine. Like, I could just eat the damage and be fine. For the most part. Especially if I'm facing him, because the bracer makes it less scary. Did my Doom fall? Oh, it did. Oops. I didn't realize that the weaken dropped at some point. Fell again. I gotta be watching that. I mean, not that it's mattered. I wasn't about to die or anything, but because thankfully I have so much sustain that it's not a really issue. But in another case, it could have been bad because it would have been making the fight take longer than it needed to. You're out. Okay, you did nothing to me, see? See? You got nothing.
Until such time.
Okay, bye. Just walks out.
That time.
Got him.
In the name of Hades.
See, there's a good call. Although it turns us into a blade rift, so it can't be attacking through it. Attack, special, and cast deal damage. I mean, hey, that's what we like to see. Just higher damage. Although again, the Doom is the big damage. But I mean, actually, we are getting a lot of bonus damage already, right? I mean, Aphrodite's giving us bonus damage, and then the Abyssal Strike 40%, and another 13% ain't bad. I don't know. I think it's probably additive though. I don't think it's multiplicative. I don't know. I haven't done the numbers. I also don't know what the starting damage is. This just buffs all of our damage by 13% though, except the Doom, unfortunately. What call do I want? Like Athena's call? I want an impervious one, but that lets me keep attacking. That's which is like Athena, basically. Whatever. Ow. There's bombs. This is sketchy. It's a little bit sketchy. They make like cat noises. Jeez, it's annoying.
That one's rearming.
Bombs are annoying. Uh-oh. This is sketchy. Oh, the death defied. Man, I actually got low enough. Sketchy. Too many butterflies. Alright, well, they're... That's a death defy. Can I get a new one? Nope. Money. The bombs are annoying because they're kind of hard to kill. Even slashing them was still making them blow up, I think. So I have to kill them from farther away. I think. I thought maybe I could slash them to kill them without blowing up, but it seemed like they were still blowing up. Oh, you know what? I could use my special too to hit them from farther away. I also I was too panicked. I wasn't using my special against the chariots either, so I wasn't getting the doom on them. See, now it's just the burst damage is the scary part, basically.
Time to collect.
Darkness, gems. I want the darkness, because I still want to get to 600. 600, right? I think it's 600. Oh, I'm so close to getting that stubborn defiance.
Split us.
Trap kill. Gotta remember to use the dash attacks too. So many butterflies. Alright, got through it fine. Just keep swinging. Ooh. Centaur heart or money. Now, I might take the money? I have enough for the shop, though. So maybe I do take the heart, just for a little bit more health again. Just to give me a little bit more of a buffer. Ugh, bombs. This works. Ow, that's not ideal. Ow. more round of spawns.
He's trying to respawn.
Alright, we're fine. Okay, got through it. It was sketchy and scary because of all of the exploding cats. Now we take the shop. Shop hopefully has a palm or something better. Either way, got the money. Hey man. Centaur heart. Oh, no. What is this?
How is hell treating you today?
What did that mean? Do we want something? Do we want a blade rift instead of the hunter's dash? I don't think so. I think the hunter dash is fine. Although, do I want this Doom? Probably not. I mean, it would let me just get Doom when I get hit on foes around you. Oh, maybe that's worth it. Then I don't have to be triggering Doom on my own as much. Because I can just keep swinging a little bit more. Versus the, what do we have on this one? 168? Oh, it's a lot less Doom damage. But then it does fade eventually, so it means I don't have to focus on using it as much. Probably don't care about this. I don't even have my Death Defiance right now. This would replace my Hunter's Dash, which maybe is worth it. Just to put down some damage behind me when I dash, so I can hit stuff instead of having to actually hit with a dash attack. Trying to decide if it's worth it to get Curse of Vengeance if I'm going to be getting hit, or like if, because I don't think the Doom stacks. I think it just takes whichever one is there when they're weakened. Maybe I do replace the Hunter Dash. I'm not hitting that many dash strikes, and it's not really even my main damage, and this just gives me more damage at the place I'm dashing out of. Alright, whatever. It's fine.
Lady Artemis won't mind.
Don't need that. We'll take that.
Thank you, mate.
Alright, let's do it. Do it to it.
Time for the main event.
So, the Fiend returns to challenge us again, Asterius, despite having experienced such a thorough thrashing by us last time.
It wasn't that much of a thrashing. It was just a little bit of thrashing.
Fair fight. Face me yourself and we'll see how you fare.
I mean, to be honest, I did beat up Asterius pretty easily.
Wicked lies, half-truths, or quarter-truths. You, however,
You blackguard.
my blessed spear. Specifically, the sound it
Oh,
makes
jeez.
whilst sliding into your exposed
Okay.
midsection.
Okay.
Defend yourself.
Jeez. Die, you blackguard. Forgot. Oh, jeez.
Cheering's not with you, monster.
I do have to try to dodge some hits here. My health is not as high as it could be. Ow. 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 This is not good. No! Oh, he threw it! Oh no, I was so free. Once I had him alone, it was free because I just needed to get hits and get behind. Oh my goodness, I dashed right into the spear. Oh, I had it.
Theseus.
Oh, I had it. That run was so good. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, hi. I'd ask you how it went, but since you're here again, I guess I know.
Unfortunate.
Oh well, just come on in.
Thanks, Hypnos.
Cheers.
For shame.
For shame.
Welcome
For
home,
shame.
boy. You're late for dinner. Or breakfast, or whatever blasted meal's next.
That's all right, Father. I'm not feeling very
Late for whatever meal it is. I don't even know what meal it is, but you're late for it.
I've asked repeatedly for the construction of the sundial, but every time they tell me no. Can you believe it? Your impertinence with me inspires all.
Good to see old
Ugh,
Orpheus is
dang
back
it.
with us. He hasn't changed a bit. Was he always like this?
I'm guessing not. Never knew him when we were alive. But since we met, he's always been the melancholy sort. The few times I heard him sing, though, it was beautiful. I'm not surprised your
Man,
father
Eurydice's
stepped in.
out there, though.
Interesting.
Just enough for one of them. Oh, maybe I should take this chamber now. I'm making it to Elysium sometimes pretty frequently now. I kind of want this, though. I kind of want it. I'm going to take it.
There you go. The
You
more I
can't
know
stop
about
me.
the boons I'm offered, the better off I'll be.
You won't be better off, believe you me.
You won't be better off. Boon list, there it is. Oh, I have a prophecy for Zeus' stuff. There's so many. Oh, it has the duos as well. Oh, there's so many. Your collectible casts strike nearby foes with lightning. Oh, that's only if they're on the floor. Huh, that's nifty. You just throw them out and they just keep hitting stuff. Oh, and you have to have... Okay, you have to have the Infernal Soul, duh, of course. And you actually have to have specific... I guess the ones that do lightning. Revenge effects sometimes occur. Oh, those revenge effects are the ones that you take from taking damage. You also have to have a Zeus and Ares. Wow. Okay, nifty. None in particular. Alright, gotta start giving these to other Olympians as well, the nectars. Oh man, I still need so many more for keys.
Orpheus, forgive my bluntness here, but I have to ask, why won't you sing? You were a legend, mate.
Mate.
Our court musician.
Why, it's that I've lost my muse, my friend.
Oh yeah, okay.
It isn't
well.
harder to explain than that.
Can we get
Have you
her?
not had such moments in your life where you had lost the will to chase your passions?
I mean, I guess they're not supposed to ever be together, so I guess probably not. But that sucks.
I suppose I have, yeah. But recently I found my drive again. And that's why I have to get out of here.
And I am truly happy for you, friend. Alas, I've had no luck in my own search. Not that I'm searching any longer, so I'll just be over here, okay?
Hello.
And then all 7 of those wretches tried cutting to the front of the procession line. Can you believe the nerve? As though they'd get an audience that way.
What a bunch of dummies! What were they even thinking, cutting the line? I mean, in front of you?
Let's just say if they still have any complaints for our Lord Hades, they'll be waiting for a long, long time before they get the chance to bring them up.
Ladies' night, I guess. Or day. I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanatos, featured servant of
Thanatos.
the house. Nyx must be someplace else.
Alright. Oh, I still think I'm short. Oh, I'm short by like 80 still. Ah. Alright, well. Back at it again. Give me some extra darkness on something, please. Oh, bow? Okay,
Come
sure.
on, mate, won't you say who hired you? Was it Achilles? Couldn't have been Nyx. Is it that big a deal?
I am an individual of some integrity.
Some
Leo.
integrity.
I protect my sources with my life. You'll have to kill me if you want to make
I've killed
me
you
squeal.
multiple times. Tap, 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 tap. So it just scales up, to, and then at perfect it does slightly more than overcharged.
Anyways.
Yeah. Well,
which one?
While we're on this, I guess we take the distant memory.
Okay.
Let's see how the range. 70. So yeah, 70 from there. All right, 10%. Is that what it said? It does. So, but where it counts as 10? As where does it count? That's counts as long range. Does this count?
And we're back.
I guess I could just overcharge it. I don't need to hit perfect. This is the distance. Yeah, so this distance from here to here. That's what counts as distance. Alright, now we know. Does it work on the casts too? 55. Yes, so cast as well. But maybe, so this is the distance, right? Oh. Pushes back a little bit. But I wonder if it's based on when we throw it or when we hit it.
Go again. Stuck me good.
Dang it. Looks like, okay, from this corner should be good, right? Oh my goodness, I gotta be facing it though. Okay, from here though. Okay, good. So like, from here.
I'll hang on to that.
Can I dash after it? Huh. Just when it hits. It's when it hits. Okay, good to know.
Again.
Not that it matters that much, but I guess that makes sense, right? A lot of the other stuff just kind of flies around, so it's when it lands. The distance from you to the enemy at that moment. Starting off with Aphrodite.
Don't work yourself too hard down there. You promise, little godling?
Little
We
godling.
need you in good shape and spirits on Olympus here.
Alright. Well, we'll start off with some weekend. Special deals more damage. 80% damage. Passion Dash. Well, I guess we take the special. Dealing extra damage. What else could we get on this special that would be nice? Because this special is pretty useful, actually. Knockback, maybe. Doom could be good. cast is a little bit hard to use. Dash could be okay. Yeah, we'll just take the special. It's fine.
Dust.
Gotta play in distance. Alright. Keys, that's good. I don't. How many keys do we need? 8? I don't remember. Where are you at? Alright, starting levels easy as always.
More brimstones. There's more.
Ow. Gotta take these keys. Gotta take the keys. We need to get these keys. We need to just unlock the last... unlock the last thing. I have the timing. I do not have the timing. Come on. Athena or Palm? I mean, it's gotta be Athena, right? Right now the Palm is just for our one boon. Hope we get something good off this. Not much to say in these early rooms. You just smash through everything.
I never took you for an archer, though the power of that bow is undeniable. Use it wisely.
What do we get? What do we get? Dash deals deflect. That's nice. You take damage. Damage goes around you. Briefly deflect. Sure footing. Man, I gotta take sure footing eventually. It doesn't tell me that I need to take it though. But I know that I do. I gotta take the Divine Dash though, right? Just the deflect dash. Just gives me a way to deal with projectiles and stuff a little bit.
Easy.
We're getting close on darkness. Oh, chaos. I mean, sure. Why not, right? With 22 HP? Might as well. Exactly. Might as well. Exactly. What do we get this time?
It's yours to shape as you see fit, regardless of the fate's design. Together we may twist that path a bit, if you would like.
Let's see what we got. Life total is reduced by 41. 37 damage to undamaged foes. Hopper's Eclipse. Just increases... I mean, look. That might be the way to go. Just no money for 4 chambers, whatever. 4 encounters. Special dealing 42% extra damage. We could just buff our special even further. I I mean, this just gets us to where we need to be for later runs. And it's also an easy one to take. Ooh. Doom could be nice. Yo, this will be sketchier. This is gonna be much more annoying than it was last time. I just need to keep specialing to keep the numbers down. Ugh, the armor too, though. Jeez. This is so slow, though. Ow. It's so hard to aim this. Ow. Come on, spam my way through. Okay, whatever. That was not great. Not great. We are very weak.
Yes, she would protect you from your enemies, whilst I would rather that you slay them and be done.
Attack inflicts doom. Getting hit inflicts doom. It's less of an attractive prospect now that we don't want to get hit anymore. Or we care a lot more about getting hit. Well, the bow. We're not attacking that fast anyway. Still maybe not as nice as like the special dooming, but gotta play it slow, play it safe.
Right.
Oh, no money, no money, no money, no money. How many more rooms we got? 2 more rooms of no money. Ow. Stop that. Oh, took a little bit of damage. What is this? Nothing? Alright, fair enough. Ooh, event. Ooh, special. Time to use this last nectar on whoever we find.
Aren't you a sight?
Hey, Sisyphus.
Hello, sir.
Here, you want this?
Hey, sir. Thought this might ease your burden for a while.
Now hold a moment, Highness. I cannot accept something like this. Not without giving back a little something in return, that is.
Thanks, Sisyphus.
Thanks for
Shattered
that, sir.
Shackle. Alright, now you can heal us or something, right?
No, Prince Zed. I'd not expect
Prince
to run
Zed.
into you again. Not after all this time. Something amiss down in the house, or what? Not had much company of late, is all.
Well,
Something
something's
like
just about
that.
always a miss back home, sir. Figured it couldn't hurt to check up on things in Tartarus a bit more frequently.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Well, I am grateful for it. I and the old boulder there, in turn.
Good
I
old
used to go
boulder.
making stretches on my own, but having visitors from time to time would do me well.
I want the darkness. But I gotta heal for this run. Gotta take the healing.
I got you covered.
Cheers, mate.
I'm glad that wasn't me.
Within the depths of Tartarus reside the most wretched of all the shades who linger for eternity within the underworld, whose lord and master is especially unkind to those attempting to cheat death.
Lots of wretchedness to go around, I guess.
Alright, get another nectar. Get back the nectar we just spent. Spent. Oh, I can't pick up money yet. What a waste. Good thing I didn't try to get money. Ow. The shield.
My chaos boom evolved a new effect.
Oh man, a shop ain't gonna get me nothing. Oh, what a unfortunate time for this shop.
Yeah, might as well.
Stop him, wretches.
Right, time to die. That's what.
What else?
Get him. Ow. Get him. Cool.
Blood and darkness.
8 gems.
There we are.
Very nice.
Claiming these.
Oh, but I got the bonus because I got my thing upgraded. Right. Well, this shop is dead. But so it goes.
Charon's shop.
Ooh, a key! I will take a free key. Or not free, but I will take a key. I can't buy anything anyway. Whatever. Man, 2 boons.
Who's it going to be?
Yeah, who is it going to be? All right.
You again.
Red blood. You're no god.
I haven't
You're
lost to
nothing
anyone
but a
other
piece
than
of
Meg
trash,
at this level.
born into
This
all
might
of
be the
this.
time, though.
And you don't even want it.
You seem to have me all figured out. And here I thought we were still getting to know each other.
Well, you want to know what I want? Here, I'll show you.
What's up?
Remember this? Really?
Come on, let's go. Rage. Keep kiting, keep kiting.
She's charging up.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go. I can deflect these. I'm a little scared to try. No, I cannot. Okay. I can just dash through them, but... there. I'm actually doing decent damage just from hitting stuff between the bow and the doom. But...
Ugh, that one.
Oh, man, 96. Oh, we got the darkness we needed. Very nice, very nice. And I leveled up my distant memory. Ooh, 20% damage to distant foes now.
Let's hear it, Father.
Nothing to say? No money.
That's enough Tartarus.
That's enough Tartarus. That is enough.
Hot up here.
Money. Well, at least we're not still cursed on this money. That's good. It would be very sad.
Over here.
Oh, eh. Ow.
Do your worst.
Hello. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. You're not quite dead. Okay, you're dead.
They're gone.
What do we want? Hermes. Ooh, another event. Ooh, do I have the nectar? Ah, whatever, I take this, right? We take this.
All aboard.
Like my crown. It's goggles. Yeah, so that's why they got googly eyes, because the eyes move. Thank you, though. I like it, too. Made them myself. But, yeah, I don't normally wear them a lot while I'm playing. But
she's always singing.
I can put them on, take them off. They're nice to have. Very good for keeping track of stuff while I'm doing other things. Thanks, yeah. You like the way they look? Nice, yeah. Yeah, they mostly for tracking magic, basically. That's like their main purpose, but pretty flexible. I can make them do lots of different stuff.
From within the humble residence in Asphodel reverberates the golden-sounding voice of Lord Eurydice, who once attempted to escape the underworld and failed utterly, much like Prince Zagreus.
Yeah, but she was doing it with... She was trying to get out with Orpheus. Oops. But yeah, hope you've been enjoying this game too. Yeah, yep. The game's been great. I mean, I knew I'd like it. It's just that I played it a long time ago when it was in beta, and it was... The movement was a little bit rough. But they patched it like shortly after I was playing, and then I never played it again until now, and I'm really enjoying it now. Just had to look back. I know, it's so sad. Yeah, classic. I mean, actually my title right now is a Hades Town reference, which is about the story of Orpheus and Eurydice, so very fitting. Here, you want this?
Eurydice, thank you for making me feel welcome in your pleasant home. Can't say the same for most places I've been lately. I have a small gift I wanted you to have.
Oh, that's awful sweet of you, Your Royal Majesty. Bringing me fresh ingredients like this. You know what? Here's something for you too. Help keep you safe out there.
Yeah, I actually didn't. I didn't know necessarily the meaning of Eurydice's name.
And here I was just thinking it's been too long since the Hades.
Oh man, if only we could reunite Orpheus and Eurydice. If only. Hades Town. No, well, okay. It's about the four of them. It's sort of a... Yeah. I mean, it is the story of Orpheus and Eurydice, but Hades and Persephone play a role in it, and maybe even slightly more of a role in it than they do in the actual myth, in like the standard version of the myth. Obviously, Hades and Persephone are important even in the myth because they're just important figures, but they're not necessarily main characters. But in Hades Town, they are basically the second set of main characters, along with... It is still, like, the story is about Orpheus and Eurydice, and it is about specifically the myth, the Orpheus and Eurydice myth. But yeah, Hades and Persephone do play a role, and they are main characters. Oh, I love that musical. It's like my favorite. Play this in beta. Yep. It's so polished and stylized now. Yes, it's honestly, it looks, sounds, feels so much better than when I played it in beta. It was fun in beta, but it just like definitely felt like it was missing a lot of stuff, and it's so nice now. I've got to add Hades Town to your watch list. Yes, please do. Like I said, it is my favorite musical. And I mean, I've got a lot of musical theater. Like, I've seen a lot of musical theater, but it's just like the combination of the story, the theme, and the story, and like the music. It's like got like it's some of the best music, and just like the story's great, of course, and just like everything is, and it just work so well together. Man. It's wholesome to know they took their time, didn't force their employees to rush. Yeah, I think it's always better to just let games take the time they take. You know, everyone likes to meme on the line, the classic line, right? But like, and it regardless, right? Like there's so many games. My stance on the whole idea, right, is there's so many games coming out nowadays. There's no reason to like need to get a game out now necessarily. Like, I'm not hurting for games to play, right? Like, it's not like I need more games to come out as soon as possible. There's so many games I want to play that as long as they're high quality, I'm fine with them taking time, because there's plenty of other games I still need to play. And there's, you know, so if it takes time, that's fine, as long as it makes it even better. Alright, what do we want? We don't even have, oh no, we do have 4 boons, but I don't know that we want the palm porridge right now. Upgraded rarity on the next 3 boons. Oh, we can upgrade the rarity on some of our boons. True, take their time. As corny as it sounds, we want quality over quantity. Right, exactly. I mean, it's true. Right, I mean, there's lots of games I want, and I want to play as soon as I can, but I also would rather it be good. Right. If I upgrade the rarity of these, what's that going to get me? Upgrading the curse rarity, the doom rarity could be nice. This gets me more damage, gets me up to, I think, like 90 probably. I could just upgrade the next boons, though. That's probably what I go for here. 3 boons. Hope I can get to them.
Thanks so much.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to attack you there. Alright.
I see you.
Careful,
Got ourselves a Poseidon boon coming up next. This is sketchy. Slam dancers are scary. Oh! Alright, that's big. Just keep... You're dead. You're dead. Alright, round 2. Cast is still just so basic. I mean, now is where Curse of Longing would be very helpful, because I have... my Doom is not... I mean, I'm taking Doom decently, but being able to basically get pseudo Doom on my, on Weaken by, like, making it trigger more would be nice. Gotta stay at a distance. I get 20% extra damage still. Alright, Poseidon boon upgraded.
You've stood against the bull of Minos, have you? Well, I must apologize for any inconvenience there. because he was a living testament to my revenge.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Long story, boring really, rather sordid too. Stay strong.
Oh, those Greek gods. Look at this rarity. Flood shot. Damages foe in an area and knocks them away. That could be nice. Call could be nice. Have no idea how that works. Only know about the hangover effect. Yeah, it's a duo effect. There's a Curse of Longing, which is a duo with Ares and Aphrodite. So when things are weak, they take doom damage. Just like it stays stacked on him. Yeah, they're problematic. Yep, that's the Greek gods. But honestly, it's kind of what makes the stories more interesting, right? Is like a lot of them are pretty horrible, but that's what makes the stories interesting to read about and listen to. Attack and special are strong in the first 10 seconds. I don't know that that's going to help us as much. I guess we could take the flood shot, just use it as a knockback. It helps us keep things at range. I could have taken the call too, I guess. Do I want this? Probably not. I mean, well, actually, it gets me a full heal. As long as I don't die. It's like a drama. With all the trauma, cheating, and dismembering. Yep. Yeah, it's so wild.
Wretches, take him now.
Wretches.
Where are you fortified?
So many of them. Oh, give me my full heal. Oh, it's not quite a full heal. Close. Whatever.
Now to collect.
If only there was an elevator or something. Zack is the prince after all. Yeah.
She is, Father.
Well, as Hades has made abundantly clear, there is no intention for anyone to ever leave, prince or otherwise. I mean, there's a line where he asks Charon, "Hey, can you take me out?" And Charon just like makes his classic noises. AKA no. More doom? Yeah, we'll take the Ares boon. It's another upgraded boon. What is... Oh, okay, wait, we can play this at range. This is less annoying than it was last time. It was so annoying last time. Okay, and we have deflect dodge too. That's actually helpful as well. Ow. No. Charon just stands there menacingly, yep. What? That didn't hit? Oh, come on. At least they're not doing that much damage. Alright. Freaking fire. Okay. This is so slow. Does it take the doom damage when it's up in the sky? Or does it dodge it? I don't even know. Please go. Please, come on. Got it. Okay. So slow. I wasn't worried about it, but man.
In the name of Hades.
Higher damage, nice. 70% extra doom damage. Extra 0.5 seconds. We're not stacking doom, so this is not helpful because we are. If we were like had doom on fists or something, that would be good. But we do not. So this is the one we'd want to go for. or just take extra damage. We're not really... Our damage is kind of extra 13%. I guess I just take Impending Doom. Extra half second shouldn't be an issue. We're not stacking Doom that much. We're just getting it one at a time. Money.
Skull Crushers.
Skull Crushers. Oh, these are the Skull Crushers. Oh, oh my goodness. I guess we are stacking it sometimes when there's only one target to be hitting, but most of the time we have to dodge around, so... I remember that I have knockback. Taking a lot of damage. Come on. Keep at range. We got extra damage on the ranged hits. Bro, this room never ends. Okay, it's over. Anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. Where are we going next? Key. We gotta take the keys. We have the darkness we need now for the upgrade. We just need, I think, 8 keys, so I think we just need 1 more. I think we're good. It's the last key we need, hopefully. Is this a double key? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it looks like it. That was close. More of them. Come on. Ah, goodness. This is not ideal. Kill the Slime Dancer. Okay. We can petrify the Gorgons as well. Alright, double key. Perfect. I heard a thing. There's a shop here. We do want that shop, I guess. Chaos Portal. I don't have... the health is too sketchy. Health's too sketchy right now. Can't handle it. Let's take shop. Oh, no heal in this shop. Well, we'll take everything we can.
Your predicament has pulled our family together, united in a desire to assist you, cousin. Even those who typically do not think much of those other than themselves.
AKA most of the Greek gods.
Oh, if only I had wisdom such as yours, Athena dear.
That's why it's a...
So that I was more capable of picking up
duo
on subtle
boon.
jabs and insults such as that. You're not fooling anybody with your feigned benevolence, you know.
This is what we get how we get a duo boon for them?
The world is not all lies and deceit as you make it out to be, Aphrodite. Sometimes a lending of assistance is no more than it appears to be. Now either back up Zagreus or stand aside.
Duo, your cast gains any bonuses you have for striking foes from behind. Oh, I don't have that much on striking foes from behind right now, though. I could equip a thing, but I don't want that because I'm using the bow. I'm not hitting things from behind. It's just bonus damage right now. And And on the cast, which I'm not even using, that's not very helpful. Sure footing, on skin, all of this. Cast doesn't hit from behind though, nor do our normal attacks. Bronze skin or sure footing? I mean, I gotta take sure footing eventually, I guess, right? Oh no, I've taken it, I guess. I don't even remember taking it. You know what? Fair enough. Legendary. How do we get... What are the prereqs for the legendary? Brilliant riposte. Oh, so this is all... This itself also requires something else first. Oh, it's like a third level. Interesting. Who else? Wait. Whenever you strike foes with lightning boons, fire an electric bolt. Storm lightning, high voltage, double strike. This requires something as well. These require the same ones. There's storm lightning. We've gotten this one before. Alright. So yeah, I guess there are the basics, and then there's ones that require a prereq, and then the legendary requires a second layer of prereqs. Well, in that case, if we don't care if it's just one or the other, we take bronze skin, just take our general reduced damage, and accept it.
I'll pay for that.
More damage on our special. More damage reduction. Flood shot. So let's see. I guess extra 32% of the base. So flat 36 extra damage on the cast. Might be worth it. I mean, I am using the special a lot, though. This is a little bit of extra damage negation, although, to be honest, I'm not too worried about the damage reduction. I don't really want to be getting hit too much. Like, if I start getting hit a bunch, I don't know that it's going to matter. I think I'm going to die regardless. Alright, we'll take the Heartbreak Flourish.
Extra blessing.
Do I want to spend the money on the gems here? I don't know how much farther I'm getting. I'm tempted to take it. This run has not felt that strong. Yet somehow I've done okay. Am I gonna get through the Hydra? Forget it.
Should help keep me going.
Oh! That's not gonna help. Walking into the lava does not help. Alright, well, let's see if we get past the Hydra.
Changed up your look again, have you, Hydra?
Oh. Hydra round 3. Honestly, actually, at close range, that's decent. Because we hit multiple of them, and it's got the damage buff right now. That's actually a lot of damage, if I'm point blank. This is like Hanzo's scatter arrow back in the day. That's not great. Ow. This is not great. I don't know about this run. I'm so dead. Indeed it is not.
I do not appreciate that.
I guess the Doom damage is something to keep in mind too, though. So it's fine to just be trying to poke at Doom, especially right now when I'm gonna die. Right on. I wasted too much health on trying to just spam in with There's the Death Defy. It's so sketchy. I'm gonna die. There's no way. That's it. That's that. Oh, brutal. Man, I am not good with the bow. I just want to get in there and smash. Oh, I'm so bad with the bow. Alright, well, unfortunately, that's probably going to have to do it for today. But I mean, I'm going to go through and talk to everybody.
Tell me something,
but it is
boy.
time to start wrapping
Did
up.
you enjoy the searing heat of Asphodel? You must have thought that you'd be more resilient to it.
Thanks,
I'm
Dad.
open to a change of climate, even if it gets a bit uncomfortable.
You know nothing of discomfort yet. Making it out of Tartarus is nothing in comparison to what lies ahead for you.
Looking forward to it.
Hey, dog. How you doing? Oops. Well, whatever. Well, I guess we'll take these.
I'm hereby authorizing this expenditure, and I look forward to seeing the result.
Whatever are you going on about?
Yeah, the bow is nice for... The fact that bow can hit from range is pretty nice. Oh, I didn't even see that I had this. I should definitely have used this. I should definitely have used this, because I think this lets me... Oh, well, we'll find out. Bow seems useful, but also leaves you wide open for attacks. Yeah. Like, the bow is useful because it hits from range, which is nice if you can kite stuff. But, like, the witches just, like, spam the bullet hell, and it's just... That you can't do much about. And then the bombs are just annoying. Or, like, the slam dancers that just keep jumping at you. It's like... You can't... They're so hard to kite.
Here are the gems. You've done so much for us, House Contractor. Why don't you do a little something for yourself?
If that mess of a table enhances the contractor's productivity, then so be it.
Huh. Alright. Unlocked a bunch of stuff, I guess. Urns of Wealth Superior. Oh, that's nifty. It gives us extra stuff on the other rewards. Wow. Huh. Weird. Okay, cool. Let's just talk to everybody.
Your extended family, the Olympians. They wish to help you from this place, don't they? I just hope that their intentions are as pure as they appear. They don't get on well with your father.
Neither do I last time I checked. I'll take all the help I can get trying to break
So
out
much
here.
stuff to do. Yep. Lots of suffering.
I'm pleased to hear you say that. I've known too many far too proud to accept help, even when it was sorely needed. You just be careful, lad.
Thanks, Achilles.
Hey, Orpheus. The keepsake that you gave me. It's come in useful, thanks. I can't quite see what's in the container, though. I shouldn't open it, should I?
No, Zagreus. Unless, of course, you wanted to set loose a cherished little memory of mine and take from me that fleeting bit of joy.
Orpheus, no, I'm sorry.
Didn't think so.
How this game rewards you even if you fail. Yeah, I mean, failing is part of the game. I mean, it rewards you for even. But this thing, I think I wouldn't even say it rewards you even if you fail. I would say that failing is just actually part of the game, which is great. I mean, that's how a lot of these kinds of games are, right? I mean, this is a little bit different in that there is a lot of like meta leveling and stuff. A lot of like these roguelikes don't have that, which I like those too. It's just about the run. There is some amount of unlocks and stuff, but each run is just a run. But versus this game, there's lots of upgrading and stuff. But I think that's nifty. I don't mind the ones where you just have to completely start from scratch, though. Those are fun for me, too. Because then it's just about learning and improving, which is the kind of thing I really like in games. Like, that's the kind of games that I play the most of, are ones where you really just want to get better and just play and improve and get better.
You're right. That one is such an
over
idiot.
time, over practice.
Oh, anyway, I'd best get back to work. Next round's on me, Dusa, and you take care.
You take care too, Miss Meg. Thanks for the drink. Bye now.
They get along at least.
Yep.
Can you tell me something more of Chaos, Nix? I have a lot of questions.
My place is not to speak too openly of chaos, child. It is their own prerogative to tell you of themselves. I can say they are the eldest force within this
Older
world.
than the gods, even.
Before them, there was nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all about games. I mean, that's one of the fun things in games for me, is just learning. This is one of the things that I enjoy in general, is learning and figuring things out. So games that let me do that are just very, very fun for me. Throw the gods into chaos,
added
yeah.
to the fated list.
Oh, now we have access to the Zeus one. That's why it was telling me. I still am curious what causes them to appear, but I guess we'll maybe figure it out over time. Alright, we only have one more person to meet. One more chthonic god. Oh, I have enough for this now. We should do this. Alright, we're going to keep that on. That's what we want. I have enough to upgrade another Abyssal Blood as well. I kind of want to upgrade Stygian Soul. Yeah, it's probably what I want to wait for.
Nix's power.
Alright. Let's talk to Skelly.
About time you say Skelly. Don't suppose you'd care to tell me how the infamous twin fists of Malphon came to be right here in this
Oh, can
very
unlock the
courtyard,
weapon
would you?
too.
Nope. Not any of my business, pal, which is to say I didn't see a thing. And even if I did, it isn't what I'm paid to do. Don't you have someone in your fancy house there paid to keep watch over stuff like that? Ask them.
Well,
all right, maybe I will.
You're planning on playing this someday, and you're excited, but also intimidated. Yeah, I mean it's a good game. It's fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. I mean, I love Greek mythology and just like the stories and the way they've like presented them is just a lot of fun. And then I like roguelikes and stuff. They're fun. I mean, I enjoy them. It's one of the genres I really enjoy. So all around, a good time. But that is going to do it for today. So I'll give the usual spiel. If you want to see the schedules, I post every Sunday. So there's another one coming up for this week. And notifications when I go live or just any other random thoughts. Those are all, you can find those on Twitter, link down below. If you want to see the archives from older than 2 weeks, those are on YouTube because Twitch does not keep them for more than 2 weeks. So they go up on YouTube once they expire on Twitch. That's linked down below as well. The schedule for this coming week, Monday, so it will be more Humongous Entertainment. So I think wrapping up Freddy Fish probably, maybe moving on to Pajama Sam or something. I don't know, we'll see. Wednesday will be Elden Ring. Still just kind of exploring a lot of these areas. I'm realizing I should try to do some side quests maybe. We'll see. And then Friday we'll be back with more Hades. So, looking forward to that, of course. But, yeah, that's all I've got. Not just simple escape this place. Yeah, there's definitely... Hades is definitely a lot of fun. There's, like, a lot more to the story than there was in beta. In beta, it was kind of bare bones. So, I didn't play that much of it in beta, so I don't know how much there was at the time. But there's definitely, like, they had a lot of the gods didn't have artwork and stuff, so it was less engaging in that way. But yeah, seeing the way they've done this game is, I can understand why it got such high praise and such critical acclaim. I mean, I understood that from like a kind of conceptual standpoint from what I knew about the game, but like playing it now is just really cements why it's so popular. But yeah, currently have finals to worry about. Yeah, don't worry about it. Good luck with your finals then. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you want to hang out in the future, I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at the same time. just playing games, hanging out. You know how it goes. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's gonna do it for today. Nick's basic, Hypnos was more simple. I don't even remember, to be honest. I think they just were like hooded figures at the time when I was playing. I really don't even remember that well. Okay, that's all I got. So, oh yeah, thanks for following. And until next time, see ya.